Music is a massive influence within our everyday lives. We use it while we exercise, while we sleep, and while we're with our friends, or even by ourselves. Music is a massive influence in our daily lives and a powerful element that helps convey emotion and feelings. For example, while you're watching a movie during an action scene, the music playing in the background will match the action with high intensity music, such as a typical fight scene or a car chase scene. The same can be said with sad or happy moments in movies and TV shows, which helps connect the viewer or listener emotionally to the platform they're on. Here's an example of what I mean.
Want to see my lease?
Systems now online.
Full acceleration now!
When talking about music, you may think of some of your favorite or other popular artists such as Cardi B, Ariana Grande, Post Malone, and so on and so forth. Their music and many others dominate the radio and music streaming services such as Spotify and Apple Music, with catchy tunes that many people around the world tend to enjoy, myself included. I am obsessed with music. I was always the kid that had headphones on whenever and wherever I went, since music was something that comforted me and I held near and dear to me. I even remember people just saying how I was so absorbed into music whenever I just put my headphones on. However, there was always one thing I was alone for when growing up with music, and that was listening to video game music. Alright, so let me stop right there. To me, video game music was just something like the music I found on the radio, not something as different as some make it out to be. The music was catchy, memorable, and just so dang good. Soundtracks like Sonic the Hedgehog, Ape Escape, Kingdom Hearts, Persona, Final Fantasy, and much more. These are some of many video game franchises that have some bangin' music. I still have a playlist dedicated to just Persona music because I'm a big fat loser and that had nothing else better to do in high school. Judge me, I dare you. You know Persona music is good, don't lie to yourself. Even you, the viewer, can hum the tune of one of your favorite songs from a video game franchise easily or instantly know what video game a song is from. Mario, Zelda, Metroid, video game music is extremely memorable if it is good and has influenced the music industry. However, there are many people that don't simply understand this or acknowledge the importance of video game music. And honestly, I believe as though this isn't discussed enough. I found some great videos by Yacom and Nakey Jakey, and the videos will be in the description, that discuss the importance of video game music, or there are video games that can be considered hidden gems, but have amazing soundtracks that you may not ever heard of. With me, I just want to leave the question of, is video game music real music? And wait. I think I know what you're thinking.
Well, of course video game music is real music. Are you an idiot?
Yes I am.
Well, I must say I'm very impressed.
But honestly speaking though, it is awesome of you to think that video game music is real music. But Mr. Guy over there may not agree with you on that. This subject hinges a lot on one's perception of what real music is. Many will disagree and state that music that is made by a real artist and distributed through radio or other music streaming platforms is what qualifies as real music. I have always hated comments like this, since it undermines some of the most amazing composers that grace the gaming industry with their music. Now, instead of listing people's names off, I want to do a little something different. I'm going to provide 3 examples of composers and songs, and I want you to guess who made each song. If you get any right, let me know in the comments below. So let's get started. So, how did you do? If you got any of them right, good job. If not, that's not a problem. I just want to provide a little fun activity within this conversation, just so I can reinforce my point a little bit. These 3 composers and many others are extremely influential and are amazing individuals that have created some of the most beautiful pieces of artwork available on the platform. When people utilize the term real music in contrast to soundtracks, it's a slap in the face for what they do and how they're acknowledged and represented. It baffles me how video game music is seen in such a negative or demeaning light. Differences between the two are acceptable though, due to multiple factors such as accessibility and popularity. You're not going to be finding Mario music playing on the radio, and you won't be hearing songs from your favorite artist from a video game, but they are popular nonetheless. However, just because there are differences does not mean one is better than the other, nor one should be looked at more negatively than the other. Coming up, here are just some other artists that I just want to provide some recognition to. There's Koji Kondo, who has composed music within the Mario and Legend of Zelda franchises, Jun Senoue, who has composed music within the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, Jake Kaufman has composed music within the Shovel Knight and Shantae franchises, Mitsuharu Fukuyama has composed music within the Yakuza series, Mick Gordon has composed music within the Doom series, and one of my favorite composers as well is Yoko Shimomura, who has composed music within the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Moving on, there are some positive aspects of video game music in recent years. It does make me feel a bit better knowing that video game music is being more easily accessible depending on what company releases their music via music streaming services. Anyways, ease of access does nothing but help in expanding the range of where these songs can reach and can bring more people to become interested in playing video games to just experience the music within its proper setting. So, if you haven't already, then you should look around to see which of the songs you remember from your favorite video games are on music streaming services right now. I don't know about you, but it really does make me happy that I can go through my phone on Spotify and start playing Sonic the Hedgehog music out of all songs. Just bring back Sonic Rush, okay? And although many songs you may enjoy are not available on streaming services, there are many talented artists out there that do their best to replicate the music to the best of their ability, so we can have the opportunity to listen to their renditions just as we would the originals. Another thing that makes me happy about the expansion of video game music is that some popular artists tend to do collaborations with video game companies to be featured in their games and even make original music. One recent example is Katy Perry's song Immortal Flame, which was made for the mobile game Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and she was even featured as a playable character in the game. How amazing is that? And yes, I am aware Ariana Grande was in the game too, but her song was just a remix of a pre-existing song of hers. This may be very telling for the future of video games, where industry artists collaborate with video game composers and create something beautiful and immersive, and that is quite exciting. Obviously, this topic is being brought up by me for a number of reasons. For example, I do believe that video game music and the composers that make them deserve more recognition for all the challenging work that they have contributed to the industry. Composing music is never easy. The second is that music from video games is fantastic and should not be looked at negatively simply because it was made for the purpose of being in a video game or because it wasn't created by an industry artist. Finally, I sincerely want to share my love for video game music and reach out to anyone else who might feel the same way. This is a thank you from me and hopefully many others to anyone and everyone who ever composed or helped compose a piece of music in video games. Your work is noticed, and we appreciate it immensely. Thank you so much.